Okay, so drawing these front elevation and side elevation plans of three-dimensional objects. So we've got this house that we've drawn. We've got no hidden lines. That was something that you guys are starting to deal with. There's no hidden lines with this house. It's just a block. Come here, if you want to put your pencil down. You're on YouTube, being told off. So we've got this block, the shape of a house. So imagine you've got a big lump of wood. It's just been in that shape. So this is a plan. So a very basic one. Okay. So if we extend down, so we've got the pyramid. Again, we've got hidden lines with the three-dimensional drawing, but we're not drawing three-dimensional this time. That was just to show what I was doing a plan and elevation of. Right? There's no hidden lines in it at all. So I've got the front elevation, I've got the plan. Now I've not bothered to do it to scale. I wasn't given any dimensions in the question, so I didn't bother. But when you get to one where the dimensions are given to you, so the tissue box, alright, you must put the dimensions in. Alright? Now when you start getting to do, if you go and do technical drawing at university or whatever, you will have to start putting lines in with the units to show different lengths. So I showed some of you the house plans that I drew, yeah, with all the dimensions and things. And it can get quite complicated. I don't think I've still got the moment actually, but I can show you that at the end if you like. We've got the dimensions in. I don't think any of you have actually been writing in. Well, some of you have, yeah. Some of you not. This one, there is no hidden lines because, for instance, if I were to do a hidden line here, which is what some people have done, right? That would wrong place. That would suggest that there is a hole all the way through the box. But it would also suggest that these widths here, this is a solid line. And it's a tissue box. The only hole, imagine it's just a solid box, and the only hole is in the top piece, okay, here. Alright, the only hole is there. So I don't have to show any hidden lines, because actually, inside the shape, the whole thing is one big hole. Yeah? So again, there's no hidden lines. But we do start getting to this block with a circle through. Now I've only done the front there, so I can see the hole, I can see through it, and I've got the plan. But if I were to also do the side elevation, so I would do, obviously it's going to be that high, how long do I have to go here? Izzy? So how far is that? How far do I have to go?
10 squares.
Sorry, no.
6 squares.
6 squares. It's got to match up with this length here. Imagine that top length gets laid flat on top of my front view. This has to match up with it, so it has to be only, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is as wide as this block is, according to my drawing. Okay? So it's got to match up. Now, how do I represent the circle? What do I have to do? Here? So the dotted lines have to go and match up with the circle, and they do go all the way through. The reason I have to do it is because I've gone all the way through there. Okay? So that would be the side elevation. Right? So I've got a hidden circle. But the front elevation is the only one where there's no hidden lines. Yeah?
This one is like side on. What part of the...
That's side on.
Yeah.
So imagine what I've drawn here is this length here is the length, and then I've got the front. So basically this block, you all know, should look like this. Right? Right, if that's it, and then the circle was in the middle, right? But what I've then done, you see, is as you would do, you've got the dotted lines that would follow this circle through, right? So that would go through to the back, and then I should put a circle through, but by doing it in 2 dimensions. So basically, when you're, if you get into engineering, you get into drilling things, you get into designing plans for houses, buildings, anything, you have a 3-dimensional object, but you need to be able to represent that in 2 dimensions with all the possible details. Okay? Just for this last one then. Okay? It's an arrowhead. Now I've drawn the front view and the side elevation. Alright? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the plan now. So my plan needs to be the same width, because this is what I would see. Right? I would see the same width from top, and I would see the same length there, so 7 squares. 3, 4, 6. So I have to be accurate like that. It is important that I do it. Right. So look, what would I also have to have? If it's a roof, a line through the middle. But there is detail missing from that. Vic?
On the 1 square in from the side to the dotted line.
Yeah. So you see here, here's the dotted lines that I would have shown as I was doing 3 dimensions. Have to do the same thing. Look, this is hidden detail. Hidden detail, and I need to put it in to my drawings. Okay? So now if I've done that, why is it important to do that? Can any of you think why that's very important? Sushi?
Because if they only have the plan to see, they'll assume that the house will not have an overhanging roof and it's just the house will.
Well, I've got a front and I've got a side. But I tell you, there's one thing that the front and the side does not show, which is, if I only have that, what if these bits actually did this? Would I know from those 2? No, I wouldn't know. So I have to show that information. Yeah?
Can you use the other side of the other front part of it?
Well, we could, but we actually don't need to, so that's just too much. We could do the back, but we don't need to in this case. Okay, so that's our plan and renovations for your homework.